The calm before the storm. I'll see you in Liechtenstein.
Lawsuit, I think, is misguided. In fact, the United States is the only country on the planet that has suggested XRP is a security. The idea that XRP is a security, it has traded out there for 8 years. You know, it's kind of like, well, if it was a security, I guess we should have known that a long time ago.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hour Script. Let's get right into today's video. Did we just get screwed over? Neum, which is a Ripple partner, just announced that they have partnered up with JP Morgan Payments. Ladies and gentlemen, strap in because we are going to dissect this. I'm going to tell you why this is not a threat. If anything, this is very bullish for the outlook of Ripple, RippleNet, XRP for the future to leverage that ultra liquidity that the XRP token is designed to do. Let's listen to what they said here about Neum.
At Neum, we understand the need for speed and transparency, but we also understand that there needs to be trust in the system.
JP Morgan Payments is our natural choice.
Excellent. The need for speed and the need for transparency and trust. You guys know trust is the linchpin for the global monetary system pretty much at the end of the day, because you got to trust the individuals you're working with. And Ripple has created a network of trust since inception. $9.8 trillion in daily payments processed. You could say that with a smile on your face. This is data from 2023. And remember, the JPM coin, which we're also going to get into. But this number is only within the JP Morgan ecosystem, $9.8 trillion. And that is why a market cap for XRP is infinite. When you're talking about a liquidity market cap, there is no cap. Hear this out, okay? So here we have the countries that are utilizing 160 plus, 120 plus currencies, but we know that this is a permissioned closed system. Here we have the Ripple website talking about Neum and how they're forging a new partnership to open doors to Southeast Asia. And then we have the co-founder and the CEO at Neum talking about Ripple. Through Neum's use of Ripple in the Philippines and Mexico corridors, we have been able to reduce pre-funding requirements and offer faster remittances at a lower cost. And it took them 8 weeks to begin leveraging RippleNet to go. Remember, this onboarding, the new interfaces that they're creating is going to be monumental, because right now when you're talking about the SWIFT system and the interfaces they're using, which I've seen personally myself, it is very outdated, very, very outdated. And here we have on the Neum's website, delivering speed and flexibility for Frente Corretoro. And remember what I said in the past, Ripple has the solution to their problems, and they're even telling you here. Frente Corretoro chose Neum to support payment corridors to several South American and Asian destinations, as well as the US, in part due to Neum's integration with RippleNet. That is the only reason why they're saying, well, maybe not the only reason, but one of the main reasons why they chose Neum, because they were integrated to RippleNet. Are you seeing this? And remember the World Pay PDF that we went through. And if we go on their website, we have the one real connection, you know, the one global payment, blah, blah, blah. But here is the big, you know, this is what I want you guys to see. This is very, very important. I'm going to break down why this is not a threat. JP Morgan and Neum, bullish for Ripple and XRP. Hear me out. The partnership with Neum could enable JP Morgan to access these specialized services through an intermediary like Neum, thereby complementing rather than competing with Ripple's offerings. Remember, Ripple's technology is designed with interoperability at its core. RippleNet is built to work with various payment networks and systems, including traditional financial institutions, central banks, and other blockchain networks. The JPM coin is primarily designed for internal use within the JPM ecosystem. It is permissioned closed-loop system that primarily facilitates transactions between JP Morgan clients. While it offers benefits within its own network, it uses outside the JP Morgan ecosystem is limited, which restricts its interoperability with other financial systems. And remember what Ryan Rugg said from Citibank multiple times.
But our clients don't want a Citi token or another bank token. What they want is cross-bank, cross-border liquidity. Clients don't want, individual bank tokens. They want multi-token, multi-border liquidity for added efficiencies.
Don't forget that Ripple's focus on cross-border payments allows for near instant settlement, reduced costs, and improved liquidity management using XRP as a bridge currency. This is going to be very, very important. JPM Coin is primarily designed for domestic or intra-bank transfers, and while it does offer efficiency with its specific use cases, it doesn't provide the same level of global reach or flexibility that Ripple's technology enables. It's completely a different ballgame here when you're comparing Ripple and JP Morgan payments.
Do you still think that fintechs have much to disrupt or innovate in financial services? Yes.
Some have some of the stuff that we could have done ourselves, and I think a company should be self-critical. We could have done ourselves, and we didn't. They beat us to it, or they simply did it better.
Ripple is designed to be a part of a larger ecosystem, interacting with multiple financial institutions, payment providers. JPM Coin, however, remains within confines of JP Morgan's network, limiting its ability to engage with other financial players and blockchain networks. And then to put the icing on the cake, Ripple's solution offers a level of interoperability, decentralization, and global efficiency that JPM Coin does not, making Ripple's technology an essential component in the future of global payments. Okay, look for the future. Like, envision where we're going to be here in 3 to 4 or 5 years. It's going to be a completely different world. And remember that Neum is looking to have its IPO within Q2 2025. And I tweeted out today that we are going to see a Ripple IPO announced before Q3 2025, because they all have the game plan. They're all planning the strategic, announcements, and Ripple is gonna have a very fast acceleration when things pick up, and things are about to pick up this year leading into 2025. This is gonna be a very, very bullish finish to the end of the year, and we could expect Ripple IPO announcements coming out very, very soon. And remember, Ripple bought infrastructures like Fortress Trust and then Matico, right? These are custody services. Ripple is an all-in-one house power horse. They got everything under their belt, and this is gonna be a multi-trillion-dollar valuated, in the future, a company. It's going to be a massive company. And here we have the bank IDs on Ripple documentation. This is very bullish as well. What does this mean? We have banks like Deutsche Bank, which we covered in a couple videos ago, HSBC. We have JP Morgan Chase. We have multiple big banks here from the Hong Kong, Citibank. We have DBS Bank. But what makes this very important is the fact that these bank IDs are even here just shows you the reach and shows you what has been being planned behind the scenes. So let's break this down. Is this bullish for XRP? What does this mean for us holders? And in the near future, what could we see? The bank ID is listed on Ripple's website. So the primary purpose of these bank IDs is technical. They ensure that payments are correctly routed to the appropriate financial institutions within Ripple's payment system. Even though the list of bank IDs itself does not indicate XRP usage, the integration of these banks into RippleNet could potentially pave the way for them to adopt XRP as a part of their payment solutions. As these banks and financial institutions become more familiar with Ripple's technology, they might start leveraging XRP for its liquidity and speed benefits in cross-border payments. No questions asked. I mean, this is the pretty much all in-house power horse, with XRP being the core driver in creating that speed and the benefits in these payments. To finish it off, Ripple's entire ecosystem is strategically designed to leverage XRP as a bridge currency. Okay, just please engrave that in your mind. This design allows for seamless and instant conversions between different fiat currencies. As they seek to optimize cross-border transactions for speed, the cost, and the liquidity, XRP will like naturally just gravitate to the market, and it will become their go-to solutions within the Ripple ecosystem. It's like one of those things where you kind of can't ignore, and you kind of will end up utilizing it because it is so efficient, cost saving, and it's, you know, it clears up that friction.
So yeah, I mean, I think that the current users and sort of the crawl, walk, run of growing the capital market, if you will, around XRP is going to be about fundamental demand, and that comes from companies like Veeam. And as more companies like Veeam start to use XRP and use digital currencies in their funding flows, they're going to be putting a massive amount of pressure on banks and larger financial institutions to start using this as well, or they're going to be toast.
So it's a phase strategy. But that's the way, you know, banking works. So the convergence that we see coming in the next phase is for banks to have an option to say, do I want to use XRP? So instead of the German bank holding Turkish lira, they could say, Akbank, are you able to accept XRP and give me Turkish lira? Here's 100 lira worth of XRP. Here's 1 million lira worth of XRP. And instantly that can be settled without having to hold balances. So that's the holy grail. That's the ultimate end goal that we're aiming for. But if you don't have connectivity, you know, you can't even start. So first you get the banks connected. They do what they're doing today better. They like it. They build new services on it. Then they go, I want to do this in 100 countries, but I can't hold currencies in 100 countries. Well, guess what? You got XRP.
There's a little bit more regulatory certainty to come. It's much better even now versus even just the past few years. And with that comes sort of big name institutional adoption that I think will be encouraging for others that might have been on the fence.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. We covered a lot in today's video. Very informative. I hope you guys sat through all this because it's very important you guys understand what you guys are holding and what is being done behind the scenes. We have said multiple times in the past that JP Morgan's utilizing Ripple XRP. You guys know how many videos I've made about that. But soon, when everybody starts utilizing the digital asset XRP, because it is just hard to ignore, I just cannot wait until what people have to say. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and we will be back with another video.
Building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.